In 1912, the world's largest and most luxurious ship, the Titanic, embarked on its maiden voyage from England to New York. It was considered an engineering marvel, so much so that everyone believed it was unsinkable. On board were thousands of passengers from all walks of life, each with their own story. Among them was Rose, a young woman from a wealthy family, living a life of constraints and pressures. She was engaged to a rich but domineering man, and felt trapped in a life imposed upon her. In contrast, there was Jack, a poor, free-spirited, and vibrant young man who had won a ticket at the last minute without any planning. Their lives intersected unexpectedly when Rose, overcome with despair, attempted suicide, but Jack intervened and saved her at the last moment. From here began a completely different story, a love story that blossomed rapidly between two contrasting worlds. Jack opens a new door to life for Rose, taking her into a world of simplicity and freedom, teaching her how to live in the moment without fear. Rose begins to see life in a new way and rediscovers herself. Over time, their relationship blossoms into true love, despite all the social barriers. But this love wasn't easy. Rose's jealous fiancé tries to separate them by any means necessary, using his influence to destroy Jack. Nevertheless, Rose chooses her heart and decides to face the whole world to stay with the person who made her feel alive. In one of the film's most beautiful moments, Jack and Rose stand on the bow of the ship, the wind whipping their faces, and Rose opens her arms as if she's flying, a moment of freedom, love, and liberation. But then sudden everything changes. On a quiet night in the middle of the ocean, the Titanic strikes a massive iceberg. At first everyone thinks it's nothing serious, but the truth is shocking. The ship begins to sink. Panic spreads and people try to survive by any means necessary. Lifeboats begin to be lowered, but there isn't enough room for everyone. And here the harsh reality emerges. The rich have priority and the poor are left to their fate. Jack and Rose try to escape the chaos, but the path is fraught with obstacles. Jack is wrongly accused and imprisoned on the ship, but Rose, with unwavering courage, returns and saves him, even though it could cost her her life. Water begins to flood the ship rapidly, and time is running out. Intense scenes. Some people fight for life while others give up. The ship splits in two and then begins to sink terrifyingly. And in the end, Jack and Rose find themselves in the freezing water. Jack sacrifices his life to save Rose, letting her live. He gives her hope and tells her not to give up. Then he dies in a very sad moment. Rose survives at the last second and begins a new life, a life she chose herself, a life filled with the freedom she learned from Jack. And in the present, many years later, Rose throws the precious jewel into the sea, as if to say that some memories are priceless and that true love never dies.